Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of A Magic You. My name is Yulisa. I am your host for this podcast, and I'm so thankful that you are here. If you are new here, welcome. If you are not new here, welcome back. In today's episode, we are going to be discussing how you may be blocking your own blessings. And yes, that is possible. That is very, very possible because truly our life is up to us, and the risks we want to take might be what leads us to our big thing. It could be that big break you've been waiting for, your next idea, just anything that you could think of that you have been hoping and wishing for, we could be blocking on our own. So I'm going to go over how you may be, blocking your own blessings and stopping yourself from truly getting the things that you want. Before we get into the episode, just a few little updates. I hope everyone has been having an okay winter. It has been so weird for us here in Delaware. This year has actually been extremely cold, and I'm not here for it. We are now midway through February. The time is going to continue to fly by, which is why we got to talk about how not to stop ourselves from getting the things we want. This month so far, I've been extremely busy per usual. I had an event at a boutique here in Dover called Golden Poppy, and we did a Galentine's Day event, and I was servicing people with little tiny tattoos, and it was really fun. It was a good time. And then that same weekend I had a Galentine's Day with my friends, and Ty and I celebrated our 7-year marriage anniversary, which is crazy to think that 7 years have already flown by. And yeah, it's just been a crazy month. It's a crazy life. I'm also in the middle of ordering some merch for Prickly Pear Studio, which is the first time ever. And I thought it was time. I ordered some crew necks and I love them, and I have so many people reach out about them. So yeah, now I am placing an order for them. And that's really been my month, working and just staying warm. That's all the updates I have. If you realize that I didn't post last week, it's because I've just been extremely busy with work on the weekends even, and I haven't really had much me time to sit down and talk and get on here. So I'm going to be trying my best to do every other week. That is my goal now, instead of every week and really putting a knife to my throat about it. I am also applying for grants, so it's just been a lot. We have a lot going on behind the scenes, and instead of stressing and putting more weight on my shoulders, I'm just taking it chill. So let's get into this week's episode on how you may be holding yourself back from your blessings. Now, this is something that you may be doing without even realizing it. Because really, if you think about it, who wants to stop their blessings? Who wants to stop their growth? Who wants to just not keep going, not achieve their dreams and goals? Nobody. But there are ways that you may unintentionally be doing it. So we're going to try and nip those habits in the bud. The first way you might be blocking your own blessings is by limiting beliefs and negative self-talk. This one is huge. We live in a society where everyone posts on social media. You see everyone's highlights on social media for the most part, unless they are someone that posts everything. And most people don't post everything. So by this, we might be thinking, okay, I'm not good enough to be doing whatever it is that they're doing, if that's something that interests you, or you may just feel like, what's the point? If it has nothing to do with social media and you still have these beliefs of thinking that you're not good enough or that you're not ready and that's what holds you back, that's you putting that on yourself. Nobody is telling you that, and if they are, you need to get them out of your circle and away from you, far, far away, because we don't need that energy. If you want to do something but you are thinking you're not good enough and you're not ready, you need to start journaling and putting in your journal, why you have these feelings. Because in the end, a lot of the time it's because we're scared. We're scared to face what it is that we want to do. We're scared of the what ifs. We're scared of what people might think. We are scared of judgment, which I definitely understand, but in the end, this is our life. Like, if it's something that you want to do, go for it. Great ideas come to those who are supposed to do something with them. And if you don't do whatever it is you have thought of, whatever idea popped in your head, somebody else down the line is going to do it and they're going to have success from it. So don't let fear stop you from whatever it is. You are good enough and you are ready. There is never going to be a time where you're ready. That's what people say about babies and kids and stuff. You're never going to be ready. You just have to do it. Or, you just go for it. That has to do with anything. You are never going to be 100% ready. And if you wait until you are, it's never going to happen. If you focus on past failures instead of the future possibilities, that is another way that you are creating this negative self-talk in your head and holding yourself back. Failures aren't supposed to hold us back. They are there to learn from, and then you move forward. In order to succeed, you have to fail. Listen to that very closely. In order to succeed, you have to fail, because failures are lessons learned on what to do and what not to do. So every failure is a lesson. You thank it, you accept it, you move forward, and you don't let it happen again, or you learn from it. Another way that the limiting beliefs and negative self-talk may be maybe affecting you or maybe seen is by doubting your own worthiness to receive blessings. Maybe something happened that you can't stop thinking of and you regret, or you just feel like you're not worthy because of X, Y, and Z. I'm really not sure, but you just feel like you shouldn't be able to have those nice things. Like it wasn't meant for you and there's just absolutely no way. Get that out of your head, because if you have an idea and you want to create something, you want to be someone for yourself, you want to become a business owner, an influencer, a teacher, whatever it is, you are definitely worthy of becoming whatever it is you want to be and receiving the blessings that come with it. The only one telling you that you are not is yourself and that evil little voice inside your head, which needs to just quiet down, because anything is possible in this world, and I swear by it. You see people that, get millions of dollars off a scratch off overnight. They become recognized from a video on social media, and then that is their big break. Anything is possible. So don't tell yourself that you aren't worthy of receiving these blessings. Let's get rid of the limiting beliefs and the negative self-talk. Cut it out, throw it in the garbage, and it's time to start saying your affirmations, because you are worthy and you do deserve whatever it is that you want. The next way that you may be holding yourself back and blocking your own blessings is the fear of change or fear of success. And you may be saying, fear of success, but who doesn't want fear of success? But what is it that comes with success? What is it that you're thinking of? Is it money? Is it power? Is it a following that maybe in the back of your head you are fearful of? If you stay in your comfort zone, nothing is going to change. If you are striving for a big change though and you're too scared to do it, well, nothing's going to change. You have to understand that with every change comes a new chapter, and this chapter brings more blessings, more lessons, and more growth. If opportunities come to you and you say, no, not right now, I'm not ready, no thank you, I'm just not feeling it, and you are procrastinating, you are blocking your own blessings and making excuses. Not every opportunity is going to come knocking again. So if a big one does come knocking, and you feel that pit in your stomach of being scared, it might just be that fear that you have to conquer. It's like when you're at the top of a roller coaster and you know it's about to go down, and all you want to do is hold your breath, but really you just got to release and let go of the fear. You're going to be okay. The next way you might be blocking your own blessings is holding on to toxic relationships or situations and people. This has to do with the comfort thing as well. If you are surrounded by friends that you've had since you were in middle school and, you're doing the same things over and over, but you are itching for growth and nobody else really is, this is blocking your growth. You are who you surround yourself with. You should surround yourself with people that want to continue to grow, want to seek more knowledge, want to do the very best for themselves, because if not, then what are you doing? It can be really hard to stop seeing friends that maybe you've had for so long, but It doesn't mean you have to cut them off ugly. It can just be distancing yourself a little bit. And this is something I remember talking about in a previous episode, because you having these people that may be negative and not wanting to make change, not wanting to venture out and do things that are different, they may be just holding on to you like an anchor around your ankle. I see it a lot with relationships as well, of people not wanting to get out of a relationship just because of it being comfortable. They're so used to it, even though they deserve better. And that's not going to, staying in the same place is not going to get you the results that you're wanting, the love that you're wanting, or the kindness and words that you want to hear. It's time to rip the Band-Aid. If you are thinking of people that maybe fit all those scenarios and like, okay, I have to get away from them, it's time. It is time for you to step back, take your power. You're going to be okay. Change is not easy, but there is so much growth on the other side. So let's get rid of all the toxic people as much as you can, or distance yourself, because you don't deserve it and they don't deserve to hold you back from your dreams and goals. The next way you may be blocking your own blessings is lack of gratitude and awareness. Now, last week we talked about mindfulness and awareness and just being in the present. If you are constantly worrying about the next thing, worrying about tomorrow, and you are just not tasting the food that is in front of you, not taking deep breaths, not smelling the candle that's lit, you are just worrying about tomorrow, you are burning the happiness in the now. Bring your attention to what's going on now, what you can control now. Take deep breaths and try and live in the moment as much as possible. It's easy to see the things that you don't have and focus on what's missing instead of appreciating what you do have. But the more you appreciate what you have, the more you realize that you really have everything you need around you. And if not, whatever it is that you need starts to find you and you are able to get it, I promise. You should appreciate everything, the cup of coffee you drink in the morning or tea, the breakfast you have or your lunch, your dinner, the roof over your head. When you start counting your blessings, they're going to continue to add up and more are going to show themselves, like just pop up. Although days may be difficult, you should also be counting your wins. Whether that be you had a conversation that you had been nervous about and then it went good, it was over, and you were like, wow, that wasn't that bad. That is a win. Whether it be a job that you're nervous about and you finish it and you feel so good about it, that is a win. Even if it's just getting up that morning, going to work, or, taking your vitamins, just taking care of yourself, that is a huge win. I know lately I have been feeling a little down in the winter blues, and I just don't even feel like cleaning. I'm just a couch potato. I just want to rot. I'm stressed, and the last thing I want to do is like get my life together. But there's days where I wake up and I'm getting ready for work. I do a little bit of the cleaning here and there just to get by, and that is a win. There's also a saying that says comparison is the thief of joy, and this is something that I strongly believe. So how we spoke earlier about seeing people on social media and how you're just not ready, well, stop. Stop comparing. Stop it. There is no point to compare yourselves with others and feel like you're behind, because everybody's journey is so different. This is something that I have had to tell myself over time, because when I would see my friends graduating college or, going to college, and I was in basic training or in the Air Force, and then I would see them graduate with their degrees and I had not even started mine, and I felt like I was behind. But that's the thing, like everybody's path is so different. Because some people may be starting their life after college, but I had so much life experience from living on my own at such a young age, and I was able to save up, things like that. No one's path is the same. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be, and if you weren't where you needed to be, you would be somewhere else. So just think of it that way. You are exactly where you need to be here and now. The next way you could be blocking your blessings is ignoring your intuition and signs from the universe. So if you're disregarding your gut feelings and, flags waving at you, so how I said earlier, it's something you want to do and you get that feeling in your gut that's like scared, that could be, instead of being scared, the universe telling you, yes, this is exactly what you're supposed to be doing, do it, even though you are scared. sometimes we may be expecting certain things to pop out at us and it happens a little differently. If it happens differently and you don't take the steps because it wasn't exactly how you pictured it, that could be another way that you are missing these opportunities. If you pray for guidance and ask for guidance and you don't take action when the opportunity arrives, you are blocking your own blessings and the universe is trying to help you. What I mean by this is, let's say you wanted to join a book club, but you're like, oh my God, I'm really scared. I'm nervous to talk to people. I just don't want to join. I'm just going to hold off. But then somebody asks you to join their book club, but maybe it's not the right book that you want to read, and you just say, no, thank you. I'm just not interested right now. That could have been your way in. Now, this is just a little example, but this is a way that the universe may be putting things in front of you, and even if it's not the exact thing, you're not taking what they're putting. So why are they going to keep giving you more when you're just going to keep saying no? So take the risk, take opportunities, try it out, because that's the only way you're going to know if it's something you want to do or not. The next thing is overthinking and perfectionism. Now, we all want to do stuff when the time is right and it's perfect, but again, the time will never be perfect and you just have to go for it. If you start overanalyzing things and needing to nitpick and no, I need this, like if it's starting a YouTube and you're like, no, I need to get a good camera, I need a good backdrop, I need a good place to record, instead of just taking your phone or whatever it is that you already have and just starting, that is blocking your own blessings because you are not going for it. You are waiting. You are procrastinating. You aren't doing it. And by just starting, it's going to get you more familiar with what it is you are doing, what you actually need, and the things that you maybe don't need. If you don't take responsibility for your growth, that is another way you are not letting your blessings come to you. Because if things are not changing around you, is it everything around you, or is it you not putting in the effort to change things? If you want friends that read and like to learn and do fun stuff, but you keep surrounding yourself with people that just want to do the same thing, really whose fault it is that things aren't changing? Yours. If you stay stuck in the same old patterns, the same old ways, nothing is going to change. You have to make changes in order to receive the blessings and the gifts that you are looking for. It's not that the universe doesn't want to provide it. It's not that you are not worthy. It's not any of those things. It's that you are not showing and putting in the effort to attain these things. It all takes baby steps, and those baby steps make a giant leap of faith. They take a lot of faith to do, but those little steps all add up, and that's what's going to get you to where you need to be. It's important to invest in yourself, take care of yourself with education, looking for a mentor, or taking classes, or time for you. If you're not doing that, you're also not going to succeed because you're not taking the time for you. You have to put yourself in these situations or places of, how would future me be acting? What would future me be doing? What are some things future me would be doing on the daily, learning, reading? You have to put yourself in that future you's shoes and start doing the actions little by little, whether it be waking up earlier, whether it be eating healthier or reading more. These are just little ways. Or learning, instead of watching TV, you're going to start looking on YouTube for whatever it is, and just, YouTube University, or start doing research. Now, these are all things that are going to help push you forward and teach you what it is that you're looking for. This next one is a big one. It is letting fear of judgment hold you back. Now, this is something I myself worry about, and I guess, I worry about it, and I'm trying to battle it myself. And I think it's just the biggest one because of how social media is now, and everyone's like always watching. There's always people to be judging, but that's the thing. People are always going to judge regardless on if you're doing something good or bad. So why not do something that you love and then just forget about those people? Because in reality, those people are just scrolling doomsday on their phone, and they're not doing anything to achieve their goals. They're too busy worrying about you and what you're doing and other people. And when people are not busy and not focused on their goals and what they actually want to do in dreams and how to achieve them and attain them, they are too busy just judging other people, and it doesn't matter because they're not going to get that far, okay? So you just do you. Stop worrying about what other people are thinking, because I promise that they're probably not even thinking anything. Whatever music it is that you enjoy listening to, or whatever celebrity that you enjoy listening to, their music and stuff, you have to think of it too. They were not always famous, most likely. Post Malone was not always famous. He was just a guy at school, and he went for it, But think about those people that judged, like Morgan Wallen, for performing on stage or just like going for their music careers. Like, people are always going to judge, and it's because they don't have the faith and willpower to go after their goals and their dreams. Because in the end, when you do achieve them and you get everything you want, they're the ones that are just going to stay quiet and hush hush. You know what I mean? So go after your dreams, go big. Nothing is too big to attain, nothing at all. We are the only ones that put these caps on our dreams and goals and what is attainable. It's important to trust the process instead of giving up too soon. Now, this is something that can be hard. We want things like immediately, but it takes time. It takes time for everything to go into its place. It takes time for you to change your mindset and your lifestyle. So think of it that way. If it's something you really want, the time is now, because in a year from now, are you going to want to still be wanting whatever it is you're thinking of, or are you going to want to be a year ahead? So how do you stop your blessings and unblock them? So you got to shift your mindset from lack of abundance to gratitude and just being happy with what you have. You have to take action, even if it's something that you're scared of or you're unsure. You got to surround yourself with people that are like-minded and want to see you thrive and grow and want to do change and have fun and live life to the fullest and not do the same old thing. You have to trust that everything is happening for you and not against you. If you get rejected, it is not rejection, it is redirection, and you pivot. I absolutely love this saying and phrase because it's true. Just because something says no doesn't mean it's not for a reason. Usually it's because there's something better coming down the line. And you should be open to receiving things in ways that you weren't expecting. So that's something that you just got to be ready to say yes at any time and be ready for the unknown. So I want you to start talking to yourself very, very nice and cut those limiting beliefs out as much as possible. I want you to do something that scares you every single day if you can. Try some new foods, talk to a stranger, because you have to get over fear and change and just being uncomfortable. You have to get rid of those around you that aren't benefiting you and aren't in the same headspace that you are, because they aren't going to help you grow. You have to be more gratitude and aware of the now, because with more gratitude comes more blessings, and you're going to enjoy life's little blessings and beauties every single day more and more. You have to look at the signs that the universe is giving you and stop ignoring your intuition and your gut feelings. This is like a gift that we all have that we like to shut down because we are trying to rationalize it. Stop trying to rationalize it and just believe, okay? Just believe. Stop overthinking, as easy as it is to say. I know it's hard. And try not to make everything so perfect if that's what you're waiting for, because nothing is ever going to be perfect and you just have to go for it. And you have to take responsibility for your own growth. This is truly up to yourself and how much you want to put in towards yourself to achieve your dreams. You have to remember to invest in yourself. Take care of yourself is so important. You have to stop the fear of judgment, because if that's what's holding you back, always easier said than done. But just thinking about it over and over, how you're not going to let what other people think stop you. Just keep telling yourself that and really do things little by little that are going to help push you to get more comfortable. Trust the process and have faith that the universe is on your side. You just have to believe. And That is how you're going to unblock your blessings, okay? So stop putting this big old rock in front of you because you feel like you're not worthy and it's not something that you can do and achieve because nobody else around you has. Because that doesn't matter, okay? You are different and you are going to achieve those things. I do believe in you. We all have a lot of magic in us that we just have to really ignite. So I hope that this episode resonated with you. If it did, give me a review, give the episode a review, follow us on Instagram at @magicyou, send it to some friends and family that you think it might help and benefit from. And just let me know what you guys are thinking on whether it's the Instagram or on the link in the show notes. Send me a message. And thank you guys for being here. I always get so excited hearing that, whoever it is I get a message from that they're listening to, and it helps them because that helps push me. And I really do appreciate it. So I hope you guys continue to have a beautiful February. Stay warm, stay healthy, stay blessed. And I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.